Hello everyone and welcome to Lipnox VR. I'm so happy to say that the Game Pass app has finally released for the MetaQuest. That is the Xbox Game Pass app which allows cloud gaming on mobile devices through the internet. It also can be used on computers and your phone and stuff, but now it is officially here for the MetaQuest 3. Probably works on all of the headsets, I would assume so. But yes, it is finally here after over a year of it being announced. Technically, there was ways around it that you could still get Game Pass to work on your headset, but now it's just easy right in the headset. And I wanted to kind of give a rundown about my experience with it because I did test it out and I wanted to sort of review it because I am someone that has loved cloud gaming since Stadia was a big thing. Oh wait, Stadia was never a big thing. But either way, I used to play Stadia on my MetaQuest or Oculus Quest 1 and I loved the experience. Everything looked really sharp and beautiful, and I was using the Xbox Game Pass through the other methods of sideloading the APK and stuff, and it worked pretty decently for a while, but you couldn't change a lot of the things like the size of the screen and stuff, so you kind of had to work with it in that regard. But now we are on the Quest 3, and I just want to say I played several games. Played Grand Theft Auto 5, I played the TMNT Shredder's Revenge, I played Killer Instinct, I played Forza, I played a new game which I don't remember the name of that just won something at the Game Awards, and I also went for a classic and played GoldenEye, N64 style but on the Xbox. And I had a great time with all those games. But I will say that I felt like these cel-shaded kinds of games looked a lot better in the MetaQuest app or the Game Pass app than doing some of the more realistic things like Forza or Grand Theft Auto. But everything still worked really great. I didn't really notice any like pixelization or anything bad like that, which is nice. And everything ran smoothly and loaded quickly. I believe it was about maybe 30 seconds to load a game, and then you're in the game and you're good to go. It's really easy to just press the button, the home button, to quit out of a game. But we should talk about that, because you cannot use your Quest controllers in this game, or this app. You actually need to have another controller, some sort of Bluetooth controller. It seems like most of them work. I was using my PlayStation 4 controller, but I have tested the app on mobile, and I found all sorts of Bluetooth controllers that work, and it even says you can use a wired controller. I did not test that, but I do assume that if you connect a wired controller to your headset, that might actually work. So if you want to play with the cord hanging out of you like that, go for it. It seems like it might work. But the thing is that's nice about it with having that controller setup is that it supports hand tracking. So you can lift your hand off of your controller and you're doing hand tracking, and it's super easy to change the size of the window. There's like a small, medium, large, extra large, and okay, that is just sort of a basic function, but it is nice to be able to just do that without having to go reach over and grab your Quest controllers. You can just have them right in your hand. Another cool thing is you can wave your hand, you can see your hands right in front of you. But I will also say this game doesn't have pass-through, or this app doesn't have pass-through. So a quick update, you can use pass-through in this app. You just have to open your Oculus menu and click the pass-through button, and then this app becomes pass-through. Can't believe I didn't try that, but glad I figured it out before I released this video. So any comments about pass-through? Well, it does work. It does work. And I really don't understand that choice because pass-through has been such a major thing. In fact, this app has virtually no settings at all beyond changing the size of the window, and it's kind of disappointing that they didn't put more effort into this. I was concerned at first that I wouldn't be able to play games lying down with this, but thankfully, wherever you hold the Oculus button or the Meta button to recenter your screen, that is where the Xbox screen will show up. You'll still be in the same room regardless, but the window will change where it is. So no matter what position you're in, lying down, seated, propped up, whatever, it's gonna work for you, which is quite nice actually. So I might take a little nap later on and play some Game Pass once my headset's all charged up again. Because that's another issue. The Quest headset does die rather quickly, so this is definitely an experience you kind of want to plug into the wall and just have the cord there, or have like a battery bank or something that is keeping you alive. But it is a great app. It is a great app, and it's a great app because Game Pass is great. There is like a million games on it. It's about maybe, I think, $15 a month. If you're smart and you go online, if you haven't signed up for Game Pass before, you can find very cheap 3-month trials that'll give you Game Pass Ultimate, which is what you need. You can't just have regular. You have to have the Ultimate, which is the most expensive version. And if you get that 3-month trial, you can get it for a couple bucks, and then you're set up for 3 months, and then you're good to go. Otherwise, I think it gives you like a 14-day trial or something of that nature. I think when I looked on, it was like you pay $1 for 14 days to sort of test it out and see if it's for you. So that is nice that they at least have that, but it is still kind of expensive. So if you're not someone that owns a console or is a big console kind of gamer and you're just sort of getting this for a whim, you might not use it as much as you think you will. But I think for the people that have been wanting this app, that want to play 2D flat games in their headset pretty effortlessly, this is definitely a great app for that. You can see all the footage on the screen of the games that I've been playing, and they all look really great. Again, the more simplistic or cel-shaded kinds of graphics look way better on this than realistic graphics, but they still all look great. I do suggest that for some of the games that are more realistic graphics, like Grand Theft Auto, if you do shrink the screen to the smaller ones, the small or the medium, the visuals are going to look better. So if you're a little bit unhappy with how the visuals look, that might be a solution to that plan, because either way, whichever the screens you pick, it still looks great. But I think that I'm going to give this a plus, because mostly everything is good enough. Again, I really hope they add pass-through, and it would be nice to just sort of be able to freely move around the screen with the hands or with your touch controllers, so you could reposition it wherever you want. But it's sort of a novelty type of thing, because I can still center the screen using the controller, and it's still going to work great for that. The environment that you're in, kind of basic, very reminiscent of when Netflix came out for the Quest. You don't get much to look at. It's just sort of a standardized Xbox room, but it still looks cool. It works great. It's not an issue. And that is the Game Pass app. I think that for $15 a month it costs, it's well worth it. I think that you're able to play amazing games like Grand Theft Auto and Hitman, and if you're into Fortnite, you can play Fortnite on this. Starfield's on there. There's a lot of stuff, and they always add new things, so it's basically a complete game library without any real effort to it. You cannot buy games on this service, at least currently. Game Pass has talked about allowing you to buy games and then having them on the cloud available. So that might be something that you could add newer games that maybe aren't going to come to Game Pass and still access them through this app. But they've made no mention of that. Comparing to playing Stadia on my Quest 1 years ago, I think Stadia looked better and played better, but I think that Google's servers were not being taxed very harshly because there wasn't very many Stadia users. And I also feel like in that same vein, they were running at, I think, 4K through the app, and the Game Pass is definitely not doing that. It's definitely like 1080p at most, I think. So it is what it is, but I'm gonna give it a plus recommendation. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and keep watching stuff on this channel, because I've got a whole bunch of new stuff that's in the works, really cool videos, and it really means a lot for me to have all you guys here watching my videos, checking them out, and supporting me. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'm out of here.